Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here we are with another video for guys today. And today we're going to be doing episode 5 of our NBA 2K23 Retro 80s Playback on the Nintendo Switch. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this video or any of the videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a really big fan of the content, head over to Mikey J Productions, my main channel. Become a member. We got a great community we're building over there, and I would love for you to be a part of it. But we'll be getting into NBA 2K23 Retro 80s Playback on the Nintendo Switch after the intro coming in now.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
MJP!
I want
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
Call your cable company and say I want my
MJP!
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it.
And here we are with our first game of the day, and we have the New Jersey Nets going up against the Bulls. And on paper, the Bulls should have the advantage, and Reggie Theus starts out the game strong with a nice two-handed jam, taking it to the rim strong, and he gets the end one, goes to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, and can he convert on the opening play of the game? And sure enough, he does. And here, Michael Jordan with the nice two-handed jam, taking it strong to the hole. Look at that. And Otis Birdsong for New Jersey gets a nice drive to the hole. He's their best offensive threat for the Nets. And here is Michael Jordan just rocking the baby to sleep. Look at this. And here's George Gervin getting a nice jam in, doing some high flying for old man George. And here's Jordan with another strong drive, nice two-handed jam. And here's Jordan with another sensational dunk. And at the end of one, the Bulls are out in front 32-20 over the New Jersey Nets. Started the game strong. And here at the beginning of the second quarter, nice rejection by Dave Corzine. No soup for you, he says. Good play by the big man there. Getting some action in from the Bulls bench. Doing some nice contributing for them when they need it. Good job by the big man. And Craig Hodges also getting involved in this game. The nice drive to the hole. The Bulls bench is coming along a little bit in this one. And Jordan with the huge jam. Look at this. Just an amazing move. And Reggie Theus, another big two-handed jam, taking it strong to the hole. And here's Jordan again. He is just a man possessed.
He's on fire! Boom shakalaka!
And here's Jordan again. Just highlight play after highlight play in this game for Jordan.
By Jordan. And he hits the buzzer beater.
It is Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, give us your take.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan in place. That's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it.
To start the third quarter, Jordan with a huge rocking the baby to sleep jam. Just look at this.
He's on fire! Boom shakalaka!
Poetry in motion. That's all I got to say about that. And Jordan with another nice drive. Nice finger roll off the glass. And here comes Jordan again. Nice two-handed jam. Nothing too fancy there. And here comes Michael Jordan again with another rocking the baby to sleep. And the Bulls end the third quarter up 78-46. And here is our State Farm assist of the game. Reggie Theus finding Jordan for the nice strong drive to the hole for the end one. Good assist by Reggie Theus here. And here's John Paxson coming in for the Bulls bench with a nice drive. Good play by the man off the bench. And here's another good play for the Bulls bench. The Bulls bench was solid in this game, finally, after struggling in the last few games. Craig Hodges specifically. And Craig Hodges with the old-fashioned three-point play. Can he complete it? And yes, he does. And our New Balance player of the game was Michael Jordan. No surprise there. I mean, he just carries this team on his back game in and game out. You know, finding people, getting the assists and the highlight reel jams. Just doing it all to get the Bulls the victory. They live and die by the performance of Michael Jordan. That is for sure when it comes to this Bulls team. And the Bulls would go on to win, going away with a nice victory, 95-63 over the New Jersey Nets. Good game for the Bulls. Jordan ended up with 40 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. He was 19 for 20 for the field. He ended up sitting out a lot of the fourth quarter in this one, giving the bench some action. Reggie Theus was really good as well with 21 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. He was really solid. Craig Hodges had a good game off the bench finally with 13 points and 2 assists for the Bulls. Harvey Houston was also good off the Bulls bench with 11 points. Good play for him. George Gervin was solid with 6 points as well. And just a good all-around game for the Chicago Bulls, much needed. You know, the Bulls big men were still struggling a bit. And for the New Jersey Nets, Otis Birdsong is really their top scorer, and he was held to just 8 points. And that's just not going to be enough for this team to have any kind of success. Great game by the Bulls, and they were just too much for the New Jersey Nets on this night. And elsewhere in the NBA, the New York Knicks get the 92-86 victory over the Grizzlies. Good win for them. Every win is important. And our next game is the Bulls going against the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. And this game starts out with Jordan getting a nice drive to the hole. Good play by Jordan. And here's Reggie Theus taking it strong to the hole. Another nice two-handed jam by him. And here's Jordan with another nice drive, two-handed jam by him. And look at this play by Michael Jordan. Just rocking the baby to sleep. Look at that. Just beautiful. What a play by his airness. And ooh, look at that. Taking it strong. Dunking on the Cleveland big man. Like, look right in his face. And at the end of the first quarter, the Bulls were up 32-17. In the start of the second quarter, Austin Carr with the nice drive for Cleveland. And here comes Jordan once again, rocking the baby to sleep. This is becoming his go-to move. Here's another rocking the baby. He's just rocking the baby left and right in this game.
He's on fire!
And here, Michael Jordan steals the ball from Craig Ehlo and takes it in for the nice strong two-handed jam. And this would begin what Jordan does it again in the very next possession. He is just abusing Craig Ehlo in this game. Here he passes it off to Reggie Theus, and Jordan was just dominating poor Craig Ehlo in this game. He was just abusing him.
Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let the defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. It kind of reminds me of the NBA. That's why they call me the Chet. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. Not protecting the rim. allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
The start of the third quarter starts with Jordan with the nice finger roll, laying it in for the nice drive. And then a little bit later, Jordan takes it in strong for another strong two-handed jam. And George Gervin getting another nice play here. And there he is, gets a nice dunk on Larry Nance. And the Bulls end the third quarter up 84-55 over the Cleveland Cavaliers, just taking it to Cleveland in Cleveland. But Cleveland starts the fourth quarter strong. Paul Molesky with a nice play, but Jordan wasn't having none of it. And here he is with another strong two-handed jam. And here comes Jordan on the fast break. Nice jam here. And then just look at this play. Just dunking on the Cleveland Cavaliers team. Just rise up and putting it down. What a play by Air Jordan. And Michael Jordan was our New Balance player of the game. No surprise there. Once again, this team lives and dies by the performance of Michael Jordan. And he is just so reliable, doing whatever it takes to get the victory. The dunks, the assists, just whatever it takes, he does it. And he is the leader of this team already in his rookie season. And the Bulls go out to win the game easily over Cleveland, dominating them 107-73, just blowing Cleveland out. And look at the box scores. Austin Carr had 16 for Cleveland. World B. Free was solid as well with 12. And Craig Ehlo had 12 points as well, even though he was just getting abused by Michael Jordan. Those three big turnovers were all steals, I believe, by Jordan. And the rest of the Cavaliers just didn't have enough firepower to deal with the onslaught that Michael Jordan brought to town. And Jordan ended up with 53 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Just an absolutely amazing performance as he continues to tear it up here in the NBA. Just an unstoppable force so far in this season. Reggie Theus was also really strong. 14 points and 6 assists for the Bulls point guard. Good play out of him. John Paxson was good off the bench with 9 points in this one. Good for him. The Bulls need all the help they can get off their bench, so any type of production is always positive. George Gervin was solid with 8 and 4 assists. And Dave Corzine had 8 big points and 6 rebounds off the Bulls bench. Good job for the big man off the bench in this one. Harvey Houston was also solid off the Bulls bench with 7 points and 4 rebounds. But the Bulls starting big man continued to not show up. And let's take a look at the Bulls team statistics thus far in the season. Jordan is leading the team with 50.4 points per game. Just absolutely huge numbers here out of Air Jordan. And Reggie Theus is also playing pretty well for the Bulls thus far in the season. We have to give our credit, where credit is due for him. He's given 17 points for the Bulls starting point guard. That's really good numbers, and he's being a good Robin to Jordan's Batman so far in this early season here for the Bulls. And George Gervin, he's been playing pretty solid as well, even though this is old man George. This isn't prime George, but he's putting in solid numbers for the Bulls as well. Can't complain too much there out of him. And then Harvey Houston has been the Bulls' best player off of the bench so far, without a doubt. And Craig Hodges, he's either feast or famine so far for the Bulls in the season. And John Paxson, kind of the same, feast or famine for him as well. Dave Corzine has been a solid center off the bench. Brad Sellers and Bill Cartwright, we would hope to get a little bit more production out of them than what we've had thus far. As far as rebounds go, Brad Sellers is leading the team in rebounding at 6.3. Bill Cartwright is solid there at 5.9 as well. Dave Corzine putting in 4.3 boards off the bench, and Jordan is getting 3.6 rebounds as well. And that's a look at the Bulls' rebounding numbers so far in the season. Now let's take a look at assists. Reggie Theus is leading the team in assists at 6.7. No surprise there. Really good play out of the Bulls point guard so far. As I said, he's been the Robin to Jordan's Batman for sure for this team, and is definitely putting together a pretty solid 1-2 punch that many teams are going to have a hard time dealing with going forward for the Chicago Bulls team. And George Gervin, he's kind of the third man, third option, but he's getting in 3 assists per game. Solid numbers for him. And Jordan's getting 2.3 assists, and then the rest of the Bulls players, follow suit where they end up. And then in steals, Jordan is leading the team with 2 steals per game. He's really been picking it up there as of late for sure. And Brad Sellers getting 2.3 blocks per game. Elsewhere in the NBA, the Utah Jazz defeated the Orlando Magic 87-84. Good victory for the Utah Jazz at home. Daryl Griffith led the team. No surprise there. And the Denver Nuggets get the 2-point victory over the Washington Bullets in Washington. David Thompson led the Nuggets there. And the Atlanta Hawks get a good victory over the Memphis Grizzlies. Dominique Wilkins led the Hawks in scoring and also put in 14 rebounds as well. And the Minnesota Timberwolves get the upset victory over the Sacramento Kings 89-82. Good victory for Minnesota at home. And then the Denver Nuggets go into Toronto and completely mop the floor with the Toronto Raptors. Kiki Vandeweghe led the team there. And the New York Knicks go into Washington with the 2-point victory over the Bullets. Bernard King led the Knicks in scoring. And the Miami Heat blow out the Memphis Grizzlies at home. Glenn Rice with a huge game, 54 points and 12 rebounds for him. And our next game has the Pistons going up against the same Grizzlies. And the game starts with Isaiah Thomas with a nice drive to the hole. Good play by the little man. And here he is trying to take it to the hole, and he gets rejected. No soup for you, Isaiah, says the Grizzlies. And Mikey J takes it strong to the hole with a nice two-handed jam. And the Pistons end the first quarter up 20-16 over the Grizzlies. At the start of the second quarter, Isaiah Thomas with a nice drive to the hole. And here comes Mikey J, taking it to the rim, strong with another nice two-handed jam. Good play out of him. And we go into halftime with the Pistons up 48-27 over the Grizzlies.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots have come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding delta has been one of the main issues for them. Probably is they're getting bullied. I'm not sure if they have the players to change that.
The third quarter starts with Mikey J taking it to the hole with a nice drive. Good play by the big man. And here comes Mikey J with a nice two-handed jam, taking it strong up in the Grizzlies' face. Good play for Mikey J. And here, John Spider Sally with a nice rejection. Take a look at that. Get it out of here, he says. None of that weak stuff in my house. Good play by the Spider. And the Pistons go at end the third quarter up 79-39, completely dismantling the Grizzlies at home. And here is our State Farm assist of the game. Isaiah Thomas finds DJ Deck with a nice play. Isaiah Thomas, great assist with a State Farm assist of the game. And Kelly Tripucka taking it to the hole strong. Nice lay-in by the Pistons wingman. And here comes Mikey J taking it strong to the hole with a two-handed jam. And our New Balance player of the game was Mikey J. And here he is with the three. Finding Kelly Tripucka for three. And taking it strong to the hole. Play after play. Just becoming one of the stand-up leaders for this team when the chips are down. And look at this play by Spider Sally. What a dunk. Check out this. Way to throw it down and just toss the Grizzlies down with them. And the Pistons go on to win, going away, completely dismantling the Grizzlies at home, 110-49. Completely crushed them. Let's take a look at the box scores. The Grizzlies, they shouldn't exist in the 80s, and so they're just kind of a slap-together team. But let's take a look at the Pistons. They had 27 points for Mikey J, and 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. Great game out of him. Just continues to be the leader that this team needs. And Isaiah Thomas was also really strong with 26, 4, 1, and 1. Kelly Tripucka had a really good game, 18 points out of him. And Vinny Johnson continues his strong play off the bench with 10 points. DJ Deck was solid off the bench with 9 as well. And Bill Laimbeer continues to be a strong center for the team. And James Buddha Edwards had a great game off the bench as well. And Rick Mahorn and Spider Sally, we already saw the huge dunk out of him. And elsewhere in the league, the New Jersey Nets go into Atlanta and get the 191 victory over the Atlanta Hawks. Big win for the New Jersey Nets. And let's take a look at the standings. Here in the Central Division, the Pistons lead 9 wins and 0 losses. The Bulls are at second with 5-2. And the Bucks are 3-5, and the Cavaliers 2-5, and the Pacers still down in the gutter. The Miami Heat is leading the Southwest Division, but Atlanta's trying to retake it. So that's a be an interesting one going down the stretch. And here in the Atlantic Division, you got the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics fighting it out. And out in the Pacific, this is really the Lakers division to win, but the Clippers are still holding in strong. You can't forget about the Phoenix Suns as well. And in the Northwest Division, the Portland Trail Blazers are 7-0, the Denver Nuggets are 8-2, and the Seattle Supersonics are also still undefeated. And in the Southwest Division, the Dallas Mavericks seem to be the team to take this division, but San Antonio Spurs are hanging in there. And here in the NBA Power Rankings, the Trailblazers are number 1, and here's the Pistons are number 2, and the Bulls are down in 8th. And then now let's take a look at the league leaders. Jordan is leading the entire NBA at 50 points per game. Dominique Wilkins is second. Bob McAdoo, Spencer Haywood, Rolando Blackman, Nate Tiny Archibald, Nate Thurmond. Mikey J's down in 8th, good for him. And Jeff Malone and Otis Birdsong are the scoring leaders so far in this NBA season. And then as far as rebounds go, Spencer Haywood is leading, and Nate Thurmond, Bob McAdoo, Moses Malone, rookie Charles Barkley, Artis Gilmore, Hakeem Olajuwon, Maurice Lucas, Kevin McHale, and Otis Thorpe. And then in the assist numbers, of course, Magic is leading the entire league in assists, followed by Nate Tiny Archibald, Fat Lever, John Stockton, and then Derek Harper and a few others down here. And then in steals, Michael Ray Richardson is leading the entire league in steals. Here's the rest of the look at the steals category. See if Jordan can break into the top 10 here. See where he is. He's down in 12, so he's got a chance to break in the top 10 in steals. And then Bob Love is leading the entire NBA in blocks. And Brad Sellers for the Bulls is down there in 7th. It's pretty good for him. And here's a look at our players of the week. Michael Jordan has been Players of the Week 3 times, and he was our Eastern Conference Player of the Month for October, and he was also the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month. So far he seems to be the front winner for MVP, and here's our next game coming in next week to lead off the show. So see you next week, everyone.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.